blessed weekend. We're back to cold weather here in North Carolina, and I'm over it because I have a cold. I started feeling bad yesterday, but today it's really bad. But, I'm not going to let that get the best of me and stop me from doing what I'm supposed to do today. But I wanted to say good morning. It's been a while. I definitely took yesterday off. I didn't have energy. I was supposed to do an interview with Bree, and she didn't have any energy, and I understood because I was so sick. Hey, Nika. Hey, Miss Jazzy. Yeah, I'm so sick today. But I wanted to go live for just a second to ask people, do you really know your assignment in life? Because people swear they know their assignment. People swear they know their purpose and their journey. And one thing about my assignment, hey Barbie, hey Love Mouse, hey Angel, good morning. I hope you had a good weekend. Hey T Lady Sis, what's going on? Good morning. Hey Samad, good morning. At least I got sick after my birthday, y'all. Before New Year's, but after my birthday, which I'm cool with it. You know what I'm saying? T Lady, I got me some Apple Double XL for the weekend, but I don't even know if I'll be able to drink, y'all. I'm so sick right now. But even being sick, I was like, you got to know your purpose. You got to know your assignment. And hey, Latasha, good morning. I am T Lady. I am. I felt bad yesterday. Like I woke up, I didn't have any energy at all. Like I was like moving around. I got my ribs put in the crock pot. They're still in the crock pot, y'all. But I was like, Shank, I don't feel good. And then Bree called and said she just didn't feel good. She didn't have energy and stuff. And I was like, yeah, me neither. And I just sat back yesterday and it was a lot going on. And man, like when your purpose and your assignment is set, it don't include nobody else. Hey, the Ghost Games, good morning. Your purpose in your life, your assignment, it doesn't include nobody else. And when you got to add other people into your equation of your purpose and your assignment, you don't have one. I don't give a fuck what you get on here and say and do and how you entertain or nothing. You get what I'm saying? I never, well, let me say this, not never. In 2026, I don't want validation. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want flowers for what I do or say. You get what I'm saying? What I do and what I say is what I do and what I say. I'm going to say what I said and I'm going to move on. But I don't ever got to throw people under the bus or, you know what I'm saying, slander names and do all this other shit to get my point across to any commentary that I do. You get what I'm saying? And I think we be feeling like we know our purpose and we know what we out here to do and we don't. Because sometimes I think I know and I don't. Hey, sweet honey, good morning, sister. Hey, Betty, good morning. How was y'all weekend? And I really like sat back yesterday and kind of self-reflected on. I said, dang, we only got 4 days left. It was 4 days at the time. Now we're down, you know what I'm saying, to 3 days left until a new year. And that's what I'm not doing. Hi, Callie. I love you, sister. Congratulations on your engagement. Y'all, my sister, Miss Callie's Kitchen, got engaged this weekend. I love that for you. I loved it. I love Carissa for you. And I'm so proud of you and all your achievements. I'm so proud of you. I want to say it publicly. I'm so proud of you. Y'all one of the best sisters and mamas I know. And I've been with her for 5 years, y'all. 5 years. Met her on the app. 5 years. And I love Callie. Hey, Pull Up. Hey, Time Warp. Hey, Lalizi. Good morning. I love you, Lalizi. Always. The ring is beautiful, Callie. Like, oh my goodness. She did that. She did that. I'm so happy. And bitch, you know I'm going to be there. Of course, I'm going to be there. But yeah, I sat back and I was like, 2026, what is me and the Riders 2026 look like? Nobody else, me and the Riders. And I just want to let God lead me, honestly. I'm going to just let God lead me to whatever we talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm switching up some topics. I want to cover a little bit of everything. You know what I'm saying? Not just um children and leave us sad, depressed, and stressed. But I want to start covering anything. It's a lot of stuff. So I reached out to Clarissa Shields' cousin. Yes, y'all. I'm ready to get her on for an interview, y'all. It's a lot going on. And do y'all feel like, let's say this, okay? So, hey, Sean, what's going on? Good morning. Happy Monday to you guys. So, her family has came out and said a lot, y'all. They are really like saying a lot. Hey, Tracy, good morning. And don't mind me, y'all. I got a bad cold. Time Warp, I see you, sis. Oh my, that will be a good one. Yes. So she spoke out. So y'all know the auntie had just recently went over there to Tasha K's, right? And she was like, yeah, when Clarissa first got her money and some about some money, and she said that, let me let y'all hear it. Matter of fact, she said that Clarissa's mama owed 25,000 back in back disability. I said, oh my God. And do y'all feel like when, hey, Curl Cotton, good morning to y'all. Do y'all feel like when family members come into money, do people feel like your family owes you? If y'all get what I'm saying, do y'all think that the family owes you? Y'all think that family gets mad because that's the first thing we say to people is like, "Oh, y'all mad because she cut off the money, or she cut off, you know what I'm saying? She cut y'all off." Or is it like you feel betrayed as a family member? Like, okay, like don't get some money and now you know what I'm saying? You better than us. Especially when you know where you come from. She said they believe so with family like that who's need enemies. Hey, Davita, good morning. Yes, it's the last Monday. Yesterday was the last Sunday. Man, the last worship day of 2025, which you can worship every day, but it was the last Sunday of the year, and today's the last Monday. But do y'all feel like, because I'm looking at both sides, you know what I'm saying? I want to start looking at things from both sides of the fence. Because we always like to stay on one side of the fence. And I'm looking at it like this. She said, I'm listening from the clouds, baby. Okay, Lizzie. Can it be like they feel betrayed, like when somebody from your family makes money, goes off to do good for themselves and stuff? In my mind, I would think that where we came from in life, the projects and stuff like that, and we still ain't like where we need to be. Yes, it's on us because we grown, but I just be feeling like sometimes, like, do we be left out in the dark? Like, dang, you know what I'm saying? Look out for the family. Because I'm that type. And I've always been, hey, Capricorn, good morning. It's still our season. She said, I would definitely look out for immediate. I would. That's just me, though. You know what I'm saying? I know everybody don't feel the same. Like, my achievements, my accomplishments is mine alone. I don't have to. But I'm looking at it from her point of view. Like, okay, you've got your career going, you know what I'm saying, as one of the greatest female boxers in this time, in this generation. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, did any of those people play a part in your life where you wouldn't leave them behind? If my family has been there for me, I would. Me too. Cause I've always been that type. You know what I'm saying? I make sure I look out for everybody. When I hit licks back in the days, I done hit some licks, y'all. Did I do right by the money? No. But I definitely hit some licks. You know? Definitely hit some licks. Who was there before the success? Exactly. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Okay, the question of the day is how would you like your eggs, you guys? Um, hey Will. So she said I would. She said I would too. Latasha said she would. She said me too. I want all of us to win. I try to do my best to take the ones that want to go and work to do better. And that's what I think. You know, when you, like I said, you don't grow up in grandma's house, you don't grow up around your aunties, your cousins, and you go on to be successful. And then she said scramble with cheese. Okay. Capricorn said she wants her eggs scrambled with cheese. But I wouldn't leave my family behind. I would definitely, but let's get into it. I want y'all to hear what the auntie said about her mother. And Tasha K was like, why did y'all, and yeah, I know it's extra big now because people are saying that she spent Christmas alone. And I don't know why that be my thing too, like when celebrities and their relationships hit the board and stuff. I don't know why people think that all holidays gotta be spent together and stuff like that. Cause it might be a time where I wanna be with my family and it might be a time where let me see. It might be a time where Shank want to spend time with his family and you know stuff like that. So let me see what bombshell she drops here. Clarissa was engaged. Did you know the fiance?
Which fiance?
The one she bought the car for.
Tony?
Yeah.
The one that was in a relationship with my cousin Sharanda before they got together? And she was in a relationship with a whole nother person?
I didn't know it was that Tony. Well, tell us about Tony. I didn't know.
Oh, yeah. Tony was in a relationship with my cousin Sharanda.
Hey, Jill, good morning. And she took Tony from Sharanda?
And yep, and she was still in a relationship with her last nigga. How your personal trainer end up being your nigga?
Wow. Wait. So that's the cousin speaking to Tasha K. And she asked about the last fiance. And hey, Gail, good morning. Good morning, Jill. Good morning. Happy Monday to y'all. He has kids, though, a younger daughter. At that, it's going to be a lot of holidays he has to attend. Absolutely. And I don't understand why when they stuff hits the board like that, like Stephen Diggs and Cardi B shit. He wasn't with Cardi and whatever, you know what I'm saying? But they do got other family members, they do got other children and stuff like that. When people got a lot of kids and a lot of families, I like my egg scrambled whenever I could eat, okay? Um I don't think it's a problem to me. Like I said, if Shank wanted to spend Thanksgiving with his family next 2026 and I said, well, I want to spend time with mine and stuff. I don't think it's a problem or issue like, oh girl. And y'all know it'll be some weirdos. Girl, y'all see that they didn't even spend. I told y'all that relationship ain't what it is, but it's like that. It's gonna be like that. It's gonna be times where I want to be with my family, and I can't force a man, and I don't want to force anybody to want to be with me. Or we might have a word this year. You know what I'm saying? Next year we're gonna go be with his family versus my family. Is that a bad thing? Does that make me a bad person, or does that make me say I'm not effing with my family? No, shit just like that happens. You know, it's a big thing. Only you spend the holidays with. It'd be too much upset. Tunisha says scrambled very well, scrambled with cheese. Okay. In her situation, does his family approve being he's still married? My thoughts on why she wasn't with him in the family. Okay, T Lady, that's a good one. Um, T Lady said, could it be that where he's still married and stuff like that? Hey Bonnie, good morning. Good morning. Do y'all think that's the reason? You know what I'm saying? But when a person get married, they just rotate the years. 1 year they go to his family, 1 year they go to her family. And they're not married. You know what I'm saying? They're not there yet. Yes, they together, but at the same time. Hey Bamika, what's going on? Good morning, Bookie. And I get that love, man. I do. I do. That's why I said I see all type of stuff from both sides. You get what I'm saying? All type of stuff. But how do y'all feel about Clarissa family just coming out of the woodwork and they was like, Tony? Oh yeah, she was engaged with Tony who went with her cousin Sharanda. They said that the fiance Tony used to go with the cousin Sharanda. How much are y'all believing of this stuff? Is it two sides to a story, or is it because a person gets money, it's their side, and people are jealous? How y'all feel about that? Because I want to play another one and stuff, but they're coming out. She's came out and said her hair is real. Um, they said she's emotional over her family changing. Let me find the one. I gotta find the one where her cousin. But I am trying to get this interview with her cousin. To me, it's giving mad day of money cut off to the family. Clarissa's family is wrong. I would never expose my family public. Has she said anything? Let me ask this. Let me play this clip and then we'll get into it. Now the her being real, just a little bit too much. Let me see. I'm gonna have to go back, y'all, and take this out. Okay. Oh, wait a minute. They said Papoose spent Christmas with Remy. Hold on.
Damn, this long?
I don't see Remy in that. Y'all need to stop that with that clickbaiting too. Putting them lies out like that. That's sad. And did y'all see the Breakfast Club interview? You know what I'm saying? How do y'all feel about the Breakfast Club interview? With when they asked, do y'all think it was disrespectful? You know what I'm saying? Um, because I'm gonna say this. Okay, here we go.
All right, so you guys are at odds. The baby's back with you. When does Clarissa? At what point does Clarissa's career take off?
Her career took off. Did it? Where's the sponsorship? Where's the endorsement? Her career took off. Her career only took off because of a married man and a fake ass deal with Win Records. Who's ever heard of a record label signing a boxer?
They said, when did she have a career? Like, what her career took off? I think so. To the cousin, I just want to say, I think it took off, and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Um, woo, it's a lot. OMG, the interview was cringy. Yes, in that interview, they didn't have to embarrass her like that. Sounds like hating to me. That's hating. Her career took off. Come on now, you a hater. The girl can fight. Let me say this to Charlamagne. I felt I as a woman, if I was at an interview with Shank and they got to asking him and got to saying, "Oh, I think y'all would have." I thought, you know what I'm saying. I wanted to see y'all together forever. That's a punch in the gut for me. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm gonna look at it like, damn, like y'all don't see me sitting here. You know what I'm saying? Like, what type of shit y'all on type stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like that was a punch. It bothered me the fact you are interviewing shows her career took off. She's been exposed for boxing. Just say no, and you'll see how people really feel. It's the shade for me. Yeah, it was, and I just felt like y'all there for Papoose and not him and Remy. If him and Remy was sitting there full, do y'all thing. But the fact that y'all was sitting there with Clarissa and Papoose and y'all never even asked her anything, like y'all didn't just stick with their relationship. Hey Evelyn, good morning and stuff. Y'all didn't stick with. You know what I'm saying? That's like, Will, you're a rapper. You know, what I mean, you're an artist, and you go to an interview and they asking about your homeboy. You're gonna be offended. You get what I'm saying? And people saying she got aggressive. Yeah, because she was like, but y'all acting like y'all she ain't got somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, don't get in here and try to belittle me and try to make me look like the bad person on. Y'all know this is going to be worldwide. And y'all just doing this. Thank you, Evelyn. I think they wanted her to act out so it can continue to tank her. Yep, Miss Jazzy, absolutely. It was so disrespectful. It was, and he did right, and everybody think that he did right by, like, oh, Papoose was like, and Papoose, I'm gonna say this to you. I'm gonna say this to, cause don't get on national, cause they got your back against the wall, and it's like, oh, this is my best friend. You know, no, no, that's your girlfriend, that's your woman, that's who you're laying up with, still married. And now, Clarissa, I will say this: that's still a married man at the end of the day. I don't care who cheated on who first. So sometimes as women, we get what we ask for. You go in knowing a man got a relationship and shit. And you thinking you won't be number one. How when it's still a woman there? Whether she's Hey Royal Golden, whether the woman ain't in the picture or not, she's still in that picture. And for one, she's gonna forever be in that picture because they got a child together now. Even though Remy's son wasn't his, he still raised him as his own too. They do want her to crash out, Latasha, I feel, but at the same time, can we? That's why I said we got to start looking at both sides, y'all. Latasha, if you go cheat on your husband today, and for whatever reason, get the divorce so y'all can move on. You get what I'm saying? Because I can't be in a full blown relationship with somebody who's still married. Because what's the point? How you get them is how you keep them. I'm just saying, yes, Betty, I pray she look back and evaluate this because he's taking her for a ride. He's shown her, and I pray she loves herself more to cut. Absolutely. Hey, Drea, good morning. I miss you too. Happy Monday. When he said she was her best friend, it was a lot of shit in that interview. Y'all go back and really look at. And if Shank introduces me, and they only been together for a year, almost two. We've been together 4 in March. And we go to dinner. And he goes, oh, this is this is my best friend. That's the same thing. We just don't got cameras on her. Love Mask, you're not wrong. Because, come on, Lil Mouse, let me tell y'all something. Remy and Papoose been together for years. This go back in the 90s, I think, or the late 80s, right? 90s. Up until a couple years ago. Now, I don't know about y'all. I don't. Thank you, Evelyn. I don't know about y'all, but you can't take that kind of love out of the equation in a year or two. I'm sorry. My thing is, why haven't they gone through with the divorce? Exactly. Let's start there, Vamika. Why haven't they gone through with the divorce? Clarissa should open her eyes. That's why I say she home, but the lights are not on. I like her as a boxer, but something's off. Well, the auntie told Tasha, well, the cousin told Tasha K. Now I'm just saying what the cousin said. And at this point, I'm gonna believe it. And everything here said today is allegedly. Okay, allegedly. She said that she had to pay back $25,000 for back pay disability. And she said, what's wrong with y'all? And she said, we're all challenged. Is what the cousin didn't leave them out. The cousin did not leave. Me too, Will Illy. She said, yeah, before she went to prison. Come on, y'all. They just spent what? Had $100,000, $2,000, $3,000, $4,000, $100,000 wedding. They was the king and queen of a relationship. I heard Remy withdrew the divorce. Shut your mouth. She said, I believe the cousin. I do too, Vamika, for the simple fact of you mad. I'm not gonna be mad at Charlamagne and them because they messy as fuck. And that's what everybody gotta understand. As journalists, as podcasters, shit gonna get messy. They gonna and I'm gonna ask interviewers the real questions. She sure did. He did what most women will do to a man when they locked up. He did her whole bid with her. Yeah, Will, come on, dog. Let's not forget Black Love. They had a brand together. I forgot about the Black Love. What you're saying is true. I had a similar situation. That love does not disappear. Man, it does not. Even with a divorce, that's why it's taking so long, y'all, because the feelings are still there. You can't take over a 30-year relationship, ma'am. You can't. And she's coming in all wrong. Clarissa's coming in all wrong. For one, I don't got nothing to do with what y'all had going on. They had too many ties together, too many. I don't got, that's women's problem, want to go in a relationship and want to know everything and be like, yeah, he told me. Yeah, bitch, he venting. They are dealing with hurt and might make up. Come on, he venting, he hurt. He ain't had nobody talk to but Remy all these years, ma'am. Hey, newbie, good morning, happy Monday. Like, come on, let's talk about it. She said 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, they will be back. So, right, I'm living a testimony, separated 10 years, and he's still, you heard me, T-Lady? Still around. I believe Remy and Papoose going to get back together. Hell, my grandparents was married, divorced. I've seen it, Vamika. I've seen it. And I be wanting to ask questions like, you know what I'm saying? How do y'all, is that God? I think it's God, but I'm like, damn, how did y'all end up getting back together? But so is Clarissa. But this is my thing, Drea. You in a relationship with somebody that's still married. You went into the relationship before divorce was even talked about. It might be easy for some, but if it's easy for you to walk away from 20 plus years, your ass never loved me. Somebody was in it for the wrong reason. Somebody was in it for the wrong reason. And y'all see how Papoose redirected that shit when she got, well, let's not act like Remy ain't got nobody. He redirected that shit quick as hell, didn't he? Just like Nene and Greg. Sure did, Lil Mal. Sure did. Sure did. Clarissa should protect herself nothing until the divorce final. Clarissa's in a losing battle. She might as well. Yep. She wrong. She putting more stress on a situation than needed. And honestly, think about it. This the first time they both stepped out. They might not be so permanent. They could be testing the waters, yes. And like I said too, Capricorn, I felt like this. She said, and Lord forbid if something happens to Papoose today or tomorrow, whatever Rumi say goes. Right, Vimika. You can't go in a hospital right now and make a decision for that man. You can't, and y'all, when my baby daddy did that to me, and he got married, and I thought, I still fucked with him. I did, honestly. But me and my mother had a talk, and I remember my mama said, and she said, because, baby daddy had a heart problem. And she told me that, she said, if something happened to that man right now, you're going to have to get out of that house. She could put you out of that house, you and your kids. She could say she don't want you and your kids at the funeral. Ain't nothing you could do about it. Even though you was laying up with him last. And I said, damn, mama, you right. She said, what can you get out of this? You're nothing to him but a baby mother. And when my mama said it, it hurt me. She said, you're nothing to him, just a baby mother. And I said, why would you say that? She said, you are what? She said, you can't be his girlfriend. He married. A lot of this is out of hurt and anger. It's trauma bonding at its finest. She said the shit hurtful, been sleeping with a man and can't make a dent. Come on. That's why he said you his best friend. Right, T-Lady? That's why he said you are his best friend. Y'all really ain't doing nothing but sleeping together. Because can't no married man be my man. And that's for any and everybody. Can't no married lady be your woman. Remember this saying, fool me once, shame on you. Once you stay, you're playing the fool, okay? And that's what a lot of that, like, he ain't with her, they divorced or they separated, no. And I even had this conversation with my sister. I said, you moving on too fast. You not even divorced. Now, during that process, that's when they should be, just focusing on them and getting their shit together. But they not. And Clarissa, you asking for more. You biting off more than you could chew for real. Because you don't went online. Because even though, regardless what Remy say, she been with that man for years, out of frustration, out of anger, out of hurt, regardless if she stepped out first, she still gonna lash out. That's what we do. It's time there. But you don't understand that. So you doing it, you going back online and doing what you do. Like, you can't compete where you can't compare, man. Right. It's a child involved now. Their child involved now. But somebody, and you right, somebody, but did he do right now when you think about it by saying, that's her best friend, this is my best friend? You are, because you have came into his life when he's needed somebody the most. The love of his life has stepped out on him. But see, sometimes that's why I say in a relationship, we need our time. When you see somebody every day, the same time, all the time, man, look. You still need your girl night out. You still need your weekend where you pampering yourself, your getaways. And it's okay. Because when you got the same routine all the time, it gets old. Shit like that might happen. You not sparking the flames in the relationship. Y'all just being content with how everything's going. Y'all accepting the fact we in a relationship. Okay, he's downstairs, I'm upstairs. We doing the same thing, same time, every day. Clarissa has a lot of growing up to do, needs guidance and understanding. He rebuilding off her cloud and she's rebuilding off his connects. Absolutely. Absolutely. And she's really dingy in a lot of areas. And I just think y'all move too fast. And when you move too fast, this is where things start going wrong. You know what I'm saying? But when you take your time, you really get to know, is this the person that I could potentially spend my life with? Not this person is going to be my best friend. Is this you know what I'm saying? Because y'all taking your time. Hey, I'm still going through the divorce. And I'ma respect you. Good morning, honey. 5K sis. I'ma respect that. And if God's will, we'll be together. But to me, you been watching that man. You get what I'm saying? I would have been gone because she's his girlfriend and he didn't claim her. She's just a friend. His ass is letting her know what he stands for. Girl, run. Vamika said it's giving Papoose the first. Yes. Yes, Vamika. Yes. Way too fast. And even Remy says she's the only person who could tell you the type of husband he was. That's true. Hey, Miss Veek. I like fried eggs with cheese on the top, okay? You have to step out of the routine and make plans to spend time together to reconnect. Absolutely, sweet honey. And I don't know where the cousin that I want to interview, she said, where's the baby? She said, let's talk about the baby. I don't know what she meant, but she said, let's talk about the baby, child. I said, what is going on? See, let me tell y'all something. We say with friends, with enemies, like, with friends like that who needs enemies, sometimes family your worst, but at the same time, you can't come into money and think your secrets are safe. You can't think. Yes, she said, what, baby? Ooh, yes. You can't think that because you living your best life now, that what was done in the past will not resurface. I feel like this is her first boyfriend because the way, yes, Lil Miles, you could tell. It's like she's a kid, and it's like it's a kid in her. Miss Vic says sunny side up, okay? It's like the kid in her. You can see, you could tell. It's like a kitty in her. Sometimes I get that from her. Like, I'm like, girl, you just too dingy. You're just too dingy for me. You're just too dingy for me. And now that the family is coming out and saying stuff, a lot of times people won't listen when people's telling the truth like that. You know what I'm saying? They be telling the honest truth and we're like, they're jealous. Hold on, y'all. Let me mute this TV. So I'm looking at it like, you know what I'm saying? Like, okay, the family's speaking now. And the first thing we're going to say is, oh, they're jealous. They're so jealous. She's getting money. She ain't giving them money or nothing. You know what I'm saying? And I don't be feeling like that. I be feeling like the family be coming out with the truth of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes. Sometimes. Not all the time. But I feel like, they be holding on to them secrets for that reason. Like, oh, you don't want to say nothing? Oh, you want us to bring this out? Like, maybe if you don't give me this, I'm going to let everybody know this, that, and the other. You get what I'm saying? So I be looking at shit like that. Just like with her hair being real. Them saying that. What they saying her hair being real and stuff. And she coming out to show that her hair is real. I'm not showing you anything. You're not going to get on her and come up with all these accusations about me. And boom, I'm going to come and show y'all my hair is real because the family said my hair fake. That means to me that it's bothering you what they saying. Instead of you elevating, it's bothering you with what these people are saying about you. They're standing on, it's something that they saying that is bothering you. You get what I'm saying? I'm mad about the leave out. Girl, you heard me. You heard me, T-Lady, swear. T-Lady, I swear to you. You heard me? And then, not even just that. We gotta stop praising people because they good at what they do. They're good actors. They're good this. They're good that. No. No. Hold on, y'all. I gotta get these damn pans. Put my ribs in the oven. I had them in the crock pot all night long. So now I'm fixing to put them in the oven. I am and is. And they good and tender too. Seasoned, onioned up. Yes. T-Lady said all that money. And girl, she act like she was gonna come. And I thought she was gonna have Brazilian, baby. I thought she was gonna have Brazil. Y'all got to stop lying on this app. Like, just stop being a fan and lying. Cause I'm a fan of yours. I'm not great lie to you neither. You get what I'm saying? I'm not great lie because I'm a Tyler Perry fan. If I don't like something, if I don't like a show, I don't like a show. But people really be so fanned out that they'll lie. They will lie, honey. I'm watching and I look at the comment section for that. Just to see who gonna tell a lie. Oh, your hair is beautiful. She got her. True that. But anybody that keep their hair braided up and stuff like that, you're gonna have your hair should grow. You know, I ain't see nothing special. I don't even know why the hair was even bought up. Yeah, Miss Jazzy, that part. And she do be giving off a little stank attitude. Once you give me that stank attitude thing, like I'm gonna tell y'all, I used to love Mariah Carey. I was a fan of Mariah Carey. But once I heard Mariah Carey talk and how nasty she really was, I was like, what? I couldn't believe it. I was like, I don't like her no more. Keisha Cole, same way. I love Keisha's music. I do. I love Keisha Cole's music. I do. But Keisha Cole got a nasty attitude. We're going to do that too. We're going to talk about that too, y'all, because I got to bring Elijah. Elijah done came to the board, honey. And he done has some stuff to talk about, y'all. And I'm going to talk about it. Yes, I am. Yes, we are. We're going to talk about it. Because that come with the blended family. Stuff with the blended families. And you know what I'm saying? Hold on, y'all. I'm putting these ribs in this pan, child. Okay. Hold on, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry about that. Because I didn't get to cook yesterday where I didn't feel too good. But my ass definitely put these ribs on today. I did. Indeed. Yeah, but once I heard their attitudes and stuff like that, I'm biased. Clarissa shares my birthday. But she had her looking crazy. It ain't nothing wrong with that. Oh, the brother child. What about the brother child? Who? They said the 8-year-old. That's why then the cousin talked and stuff like that, and I told her I want to get her on the show and stuff. So I want to talk to them about some of these allegations, baby. Some of these allegations that's being made, honey. And the disability, honey. Disability. Lord Jesus, help them. Child. I tell you, family be your worst sometimes. But what's done in the dark will come to the light every time. Just so people will know what's done in the dark, it'll come to the light every time. Every time. I don't care what kind of money you done came up on. Got that sweet baby rays on them ribs. The honey chipotle, y'all, it's really good. It's really good. I don't eat barbecue, but I have had it on a hot dog, on a burnt hot dog for a barbecue. I will say that. And it's really, really good. I like it better than the regular one. Hey, Lady Mysterious, the way she tried to bully. I know. I couldn't believe it. Hey, Lady Mysterious. You been down with the flu. I hope you get better. Strep is coming around though. I know. Yeah, we're gonna, hey, Big Stack, salute. We're gonna talk about Keisha Cole's brother. I want to. I definitely wanna talk about Keisha Cole's brother. Baby. He's came out spilling some tea. That's why I want to take my 2026 doing different topics. With fame come hit. Yes, every time warp. With fame comes hidden secrets. It does. I think they forget about that though, time warp. You know what I'm saying? I think they be so caught up in their fame and fortune that they actually forget about that part. You get what I'm saying? I really do. And I'm just being honest about the situation. Because I don't have no dog in this fight. I'm not really a fan. Because I'm going to tell y'all why. I've been there where she is. Messing with a married man. Don't nothing good come out of it. I didn't win nothing. I didn't win a man. I didn't win a prize. I got 2 kids. 2 kids. Yeah, y'all put some prayer hands up for Lady Mysterious and anybody that doesn't feel good. She said, time warp, you better say it. Yeah, I ain't getting nothing out of it but 2 kids from that man. 2 kids. And hell to pay after of it because my karma came and I always, you know what I'm saying, wondered why I couldn't find a man. I couldn't find happiness. And that's my karma. You get what I'm saying? That was, people don't believe in karma, but that's karma. You get what I'm saying? Nothing good comes out of messing with people's marriages and stuff. Nothing good comes from that. Nothing good comes from messing up people's happiness. I don't give a damn if you don't think they was happy because he said he wasn't. Leave her. Because if y'all think about it, most times when these ladies be messing with these men or the men, vice versa, you gotta ask why they ain't left yet. They so unhappy. They'll tell you they so unhappy, this, that, and the other, but they never leave. They never leave. And you gotta say, like, you know what I'm saying? My baby daddy did that to me for years. It was so many lies and shit. He didn't have no money like that. He had money, but not like that to where he had enough to where it shouldn't have been an excuse. She said, baby, nothing good comes out of messing with a married man. Nothing. Because like I said, if he loved you and cared enough about you, you know what I'm saying? Let me get my divorce and, you know, if God wants us to be together, this is God's plan. We'll be together. We'll come together after everything settles. But the kid in her, the kid in Clarissa shows when she goes back and forth for Remy. Remy gonna say things. Shit, the main woman's gonna say shit. We gotta quit expecting like, she cheated first. Hell, we not in a relationship. Don't nobody know what nobody's feeling. We gotta stop acting like we know these people in real time. To know how they was feeling, to know what was going on in the home. Cause like I said, sometimes too much togetherness will do it. Too much togetherness in a relationship will do it. I'm here to tell you. Being together constantly, filming, rapping, sleeping together, waking up together. That shit, man, I know relationships are good and whatever, but not just constantly being together all the time. And then when you do get that outing and stuff, man, you lose your fucking mind. Out publicly with someone else while still in a whole marriage is crazy. It is, Keisha. It is. Nowadays, people don't believe in closing one door before, and that's it. Right there, somebody. Closing one door before opening another one. Hey, Sergeant King. Good morning. That's what it is, somebody. People don't know how to close the door before opening another one. And that's facts. Those are facts. And I do believe Charlamagne then was, again, I still agree that they was trying to start some shit. My friend's sister was messing with a married man, and he died on top of her. When he died, she wasn't even, come on, Love Mouse. You can't, you over here in love, you over here dangerously in love and shit with this man that you knew was still married, and then something like that happens, and you can't even go, man, say, you can't do shit about it. Nothing. You have nothing. You don't have nothing. And when I'm gonna tell y'all this. So my baby father had got sick over the summer. He had a heart attack. We thought we lost him. This was back in July. This summer. So he put our youngest daughter, like, I got a son and a daughter by him. I told y'all about this. He's 20 years older than me. I'm 48. He's 68. Told y'all he's married. So, baby daddy put Miazni over everything in the hospital. He said for Miazni to do this, for Miazni to do that, for her to be over everything. The wife comes in, right? Here come Marissa. And she tells them, I'm in charge. I'm the wife. Regardless what he told her, I'm the wife. I'm in charge. And I was like, what? So my daughter called her. She was like, well, I don't know what her plans is, because dad told me this and that and not to do this and that. But she came in and said she's the wife. She's taking over. So she's like, Mama, I don't want nothing to do with it. She's like, I'm out of it. And I said, I get it. I said, but she's the wife. But it's just how quick she came in, y'all. Just how quick she came in and got my daughter the fuck up out the way to show that, yeah, we might not be together, but I'm his wife. You get what I'm saying? So I was so glad, like, that was a moment in me, like, I'm so glad that I moved on. That God opened my eyes to say, this ain't no relationship. This is nothing. Y'all have nothing but kids together. Hey, Denise, what's going on, sis? Legal documents, take care of that. Why you cooking this morning? Yeah, I'm cooking this morning. I just wonder why they not divorced yet. If it was bad, is it the money? I mean, they both got money. They keep playing the video when she asked him for a kiss, then it was ignored. Wow. Hey, Keisha, good morning. I don't want to be a special friend and nobody. You ain't even gonna be in there. And the bad part about it, the wife had to come inside my friend's sister's house. Yes, you heard me. You hear me? Yo, the wife had to come into the house. You can't say how you want things. You can't say nothing. You have no say. She said this just happened in my family with my uncle. I'm trying to tell you. And it's not sad because it's just reality. It's the reality. We don't think when we go into relationships like that. We really be thinking we doing something. Like, oh, y'all can't act like Remy ain't moved on and stuff. You know what I'm saying? How mad she got. But you got to be mad at yourself, Clarissa. You can't get mad at Charlamagne. You got that right there was an eye opener for you. See, sometimes God puts signs in front of you that you just don't fucking see or pay attention to. Y'all hear me? ever go back down the road and say, dang, that was a sign. That was a sign. I ain't even pay attention to the signs that was presented in front of me to do this and do that. She said, Papoose be looking at Clarissa like he wants to get away, but he doesn't know because he's afraid she gon'. Yes, I agree, Vamika. It was. That was a wake up call at the It was a wake up call what Charlamagne them did. That was a time for her to open her eyes right then and there when he said, "This is my best friend," and say, "Damn, you know what? He's right, cause I can't be nothing more than that. He's still married. He wasn't in a relationship." Clarissa think it's okay, cause she said they've been split up for a while. Then her and Pap got together. Yes, what she said. Hey Annie, my mama always said, put love in the back of your head and eyes in front. And you, man, you will see a lot, Lady Mysterious. You hear me? Now, Charlamagne's a messy motherfucker. Let's just talk about that. Charlamagne been messy. Charlamagne been messy. The Breakfast Club is messy. But at the same time, it was a wake up too. Cause I said y'all as her fans are more upset with them than she is herself for looking at her life like, you know what? If I really care for this man and he really care for me, I can wait. We both got careers right now. I can focus on my career and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Let me see them ribs. My ribs is in the oven right now. You heard me just close the oven. My ribs in the oven. I hate seeing people's feelings hurt. But Annie, is it us seeing her feelings hurt, or did she put herself in that position? We got to take accountability for our actions, and we can't get mad because the Breakfast Club is acting. You know, I could say, Charlamagne, come on, dog. Like I did. Like Charlamagne, come on. You was wrong as fuck. You know what it is. Stop it. You know what I'm saying? Yep, I dated someone almost 5 years while I was separated just to get a divorce and realize that man wasn't even what I needed nor wanted. God made me end that too. Ask for removal and he will do it. Oh, you made ribs for Christmas? That's why that's what they should do. Just put it on pause. If it's meant to be, it will be. This is a perfect example of having love for someone and being in love with someone. Absolutely, Key. Absolutely. She said, yes, I agree. I'm just saying, like, we can't go out here and mess with married men, whether they separated or not. You know what I'm saying? The divorce is, that's what gets me the divorce. The divorce. Because we know everybody ain't going to take their time out to really just put it all on the line and say, hey, I just want to take this time out for myself. Now, that would be a real man thing to do, is Papoose. Because you know, when he goes and gets to his daughter from Remy, it ain't no parents. Their parents are pushing the kids here and putting her. They're seeing each other. They're seeing each other. I tell my ladies, please love you. So many want to belong, even if it's this fun. Absolutely. You know what I'm saying? They got to see each other, and you know this. You know this. Like for the birthday, you didn't get to go to her birthday. You know what I'm saying? You sound sad. But see, you get on the internet arguing back and forth. You putting him in a position as a side. Because you just a side, baby. You just a side. Look at Fannie Willis. I'm watching that too. I want to get into that too. We're going to get into Fannie Willis too. Yeah, it was a reality check. Wait a minute. He still got his shit at Remy House, Capricorn. Yep, that's that baby. Sure do. And you know he claimed her son. He raised her son. He raised her son. He was young. He was. I think he was a baby when Remy and Papoose got together. Truth be told. Yeah, Chandra, she definitely has. And see, you on here done call an attitude on the Breakfast Club and Freeman wasn't studying your ass. You done gave this bitch the green light to run with. You was pressed. You feel me? That's what I said, Annie. I said if anybody got ribs, hamburgers and hot dogs or chicken, steak, put it on the grill because it was pretty on Christmas. Mm-hmm. I agree, Miss Jazzy. Wow. You know, sometimes too, men feel like. So she showed that she packed up all this shit on live. Hey, Erica, good morning. Uh, you know, Papoose give me, yeah, I got money. I don't need that shit. I go get new shit or something. Go get that shit. Go get that shit. And I bet Clarissa, let me tell y'all something. While his ass was gone to that birthday party, I bet she looked her up on every 5 to 10 minutes, seeing if he was texting her. If he took time out of his daughter to think about her, like she just seems selfish like that. You know what I'm saying? Want to get on the internet. Oh, I'm so happy he's with his daughter for the birthday. No, you're not. Mm-mm. 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 No, you wasn't. What she say? Buy one gift, I get one. Mmm. I mean ribs. I don't like barbecue, so I took me a couple out. They're really good. So what okay, so what Remy say? She said, what was up with Remy's post, buy one gift, I get one. I couldn't either, Annie, but we can't I wanna say I couldn't believe she did it either. Yes. She did, sweet honey. She did. That's why she went live. Come on, y'all. She went live. What you go live for to say that, sweet honey? Because then nobody have to know that. Would nobody have known it if you didn't put it out there? Yeah, send it to me. She knows better. I hope it works out because that breakup gonna be tragic. She might quit boxing. She looks more committed, and it could be the opposite of that. But it definitely looked like, yep, Keisha. Somebody else just said that. That's what they were saying. Like, mm-hmm. I believe that Keisha. Remy be Remy. But you know, people make mistakes. People make bad decisions in marriages and stuff like that. They should get a divorce because I think Remy and Burris pap in public. Hell, Chandra, all kind of shit doesn't happen in marriages and people stay. Shit, I seen people stay for with worse. You know what I'm saying? Babies out there done had a baby on the side and shit like that. You know, the only reason why it's public like that because they're celebrities. You know what I'm saying? Man, we know people have been in divorce You know, we know people that's been divorced and relationships that's been worse than this. You know, that be the only thing, y'all, because they celebrities. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? That's it. So they whole life, you know what I'm saying, is generated around cameras and stuff like that. Yeah, for real. People make mistakes. Shit, I think my baby daddy back with his wife. You know what I'm saying? And I don't. And Shank Rock met him. Shank Rock, I introduced him. I introduced him to him. I said, "This the wife." You know, when we went to my daughter's graduation, when she graduated her dentistry college. You know what I'm saying? We was right there. We was. She was like, "Y'all want to sit right here with us?" I said, "No, ma'am. No, ma'am." Cause her ass be being too extra sometimes. But you know, it is what it is. I don't care. Like I said, I've moved on. You know what I'm saying? Cause see, this the thing that's gone. You don't use people, but this my thing, Annie. Who? So you think Papoose is using her because this is a man that's just vulnerable right now. I ain't know nobody else but Remy Ma for over 20 plus years. And as a woman going into that kind of relationship, to me, we know what it is. Clarissa knows what it is. You know what I'm saying? She knows what it is. So is he really, or she's allowing herself to be used? Let's ask that. Do y'all think Papoose is using Clarissa, or is Clarissa allowing herself to be used? What y'all think? Cause I could be wrong. I could be wrong. I very much so could be wrong. It seems like, what you say, Chandra, it seems like he was more into her. And I heard Remy was fucking 52. Wait a minute. Fucking 50. No, Remy using Pap. I hope Pap don't break Clarissa's heart, but it's gonna get crazy. And she basically went live for hours and broke down everything. They were separated for a while, but he still lived there. I hope not. It seems like Carissa's in love. Both are using each other. I agree. They might be using each other, I think, Pap. Yeah, Annie, that's what I was saying. I said that. I said, y'all can't throw away no love like that. Not like that. Not 20 plus years. Now, a year, if he was in a relationship with her for a couple of years, you know what I'm saying? Okay. And they had a baby, I could look at that different. Not this type of shit. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not going. Not this type of relationship. They've been together through thick and thin. He been there with her whole, you know what I'm saying? I just can't see that. Or all that shit was for publicity. I will say that if this can make y'all, you know what I'm saying, do what y'all do and y'all never, you know what I'm saying? No. I just think that they both going through their own personal shit. And if y'all ever been in a regular relationship, ain't it been a time, now be honest, I don't need nobody lying and stuff like that to make their relationship look good. Be honest. When you ever got in a relationship, not a marriage so much, but whenever you got in a relationship, have you ever kind of been like, dang, I need a break? You know what I'm saying? It be like just life is lifing for you and stuff like that. Cause my world's surrounded by shame doesn't mean my life within itself don't life. She said, do Remy love Pap? It doesn't seem like it. Lady Mysterious said they just getting some playtime in. She said, yes, Annie. It was a lot that came out. They were fighting online. It was really messy. But yet, they not divorced yet. Mm-hmm. Yep, he sure was. You know what, Capricorn? You right about him living with her and stuff. You so right. Hold on, y'all. Let me wrap these ribs up. Shit. Ooh. Baby, that heat in the oven hit different, don't it? Shit. How did they meet, Pap and Clarissa? I don't know. That's a good one. I forgot how they met. For real. I don't wanna Capricorn, how did Papoose and Clarissa meet? Her family going in, Sergeant. Her family saying the most. Girl, that ain't your her family like, girl, you know it ain't them ain't your lashes, girl. That ain't her hair. Girl, you need to stop that pump faking. That ain't your hair. This fool done came out and showed a picture of her hair, child. I cannot with these people. I cannot. Okay, here go America. I got her just to show y'all. So her fans can be like, girl, you do got her. Girl, they just hating. That's your hair. Shit. That's why I be getting on her however, y'all. I do. I can't fake who I am or what I got going on. I cannot. I cannot. For the life of me, I cannot. Her family messy, they are. She said, but mine would do the same. Like, girl, stop my girl. If my cousins got mad at me, baby, I get on here and take my lashes off. They get too irritated, shit. I'm taking them bitches. I might do it on a date. But see, that's when you really about yourself and you ain't got to hide who you are and shit. That's gonna be me. Like, you know, look, I might, if this wig get too itchy, I might have to take this bitch off. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this ain't my hair. This ain't my lashes. You know, when you really start getting into a person and stuff, you know, before then, I'ma tell a person this ain't mine and that ain't mine and stuff. But when you a celebrity like that and you got a position to play, and they gonna say, girl, you got hair, girl. They just mad. Girl, we all got some hair. Shit, everybody got some hair. Whether it's the Whoopi Goldberg color purple hair. Shit. Some people might got hair to curl up. And some more shit. Y'all got to stop that lying to people. That's all I'm asking. Stop that lying. Shit. Y'all can be fans, but you ain't got to lie. So for that, I can't respect it and I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? But people just be fans just to be saying anything. But she go live on Christmas. She got to tell everybody she home alone, like Macaulay Culkin. You feel me? Didn't nobody have to know you was home alone. Homegirl trying to get pregnant ASAP. She is. She is. Because she's talking about merging everything on her. She like, but he ain't saying that. Wait, because I hear him say that like, girl, yo, baby. Because she know a baby gonna secure her. Let me tell y'all something. With women like her, she know a baby gonna secure her. Like, if we're gonna talk about it, let's really talk about it. You gotta watch shit like that. That's why Papoose gotta watch shit like that. You already got other shit going on. She the type to go look for the condom. If she fucking with 50 Cent, Capricorn. She trying to get that baby. Like, and then when she was talking about marriage, that's like, hell, he's not even divorced. And I don't want to get married like as soon as somebody get. That's just me though. I ain't judging nobody to do. But I don't want to get married to a man after he got as soon as he got a divorce. I'm good. I think Pap and Remy, I gotta look. Is Pap 42, 43? How does Pap y'all? Love Mouse said it don't make no difference because at the end of the day, she said at the end of the day, Clarissa's gonna go crazy. Yeah, it is because she's going crazy now. If y'all pay attention to it, she's going crazy now. She is, the girl's going crazy about the man now. Cause you ain't got no business talking about no marriage and no kids in no situation like this. I'm not. Hell, y'all should be living y'all little best life. You know what I'm saying? You at the peak of your boxing career. You know what I'm saying? He's freshly separated from his wife. And that's what it is. Papoose see that shit. Don't think that nigga don't see that shit. Don't think Papoose don't see that shit. He's a street dude too. He's a street dude. Shank, what you think about being divorced? Well, not being divorced and starting a new relationship.
I don't know, cause I ain't.
Like Remy and Papoose, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't been together 2 years, and she's already talking about having a baby and marriage. As a man, how would you see that? If that was us, you ain't divorced, and I'm already talking about marriage and kids.
Life goes on, so it wouldn't bother me.
I think it's a little too fast. I do. She said, 50 too messy. Everybody will know if he. Yeah, that's what I said too, Miss Jazzy. Yeah, Clarissa be in the videos with her. And she be real happy, y'all. Y'all gotta see her. Baby, she's like a kid in a candy store. That's why I said she acts kitty like, you know what I'm saying? You know how it's really almost like when she be in the videos with his daughter, it's almost like she's like, I'm with his daughter, you know what I'm saying? It's like her stuff is for clout. To Remy, you know what I'm saying? Not clout for the internet, but it definitely give me like, oh, look at me, I'm in the video with his daughter, you know what I'm saying? You not her, you know, type of shit. That's how the vibe she gives me. And you know, I'm pretty good with picking up a vibe from women. You know what I'm saying? You could just pick up certain energy and stuff like that, and that's what she's giving me. Like, why? Look at me, and I'm like, girl. And I'm not neither one of their fans, not a Remy fan or a Clarissa Shield fan. I'm really just on the outside looking in, like, man, this shit's so childish. But at the end of the day, he left his jacket here, baby. You text him and let him know that.
With a jacket.
Upstairs on the steps, or you gonna take it to the office?
Oh, the maintenance.
Uh-huh. Hold on, y'all. Remy doesn't care. She happy. She got a break. I could tell that. That's why I said sometimes in a relationship like that, y'all gotta think. Like I said, that's yours, baby. That ain't no walk in the park relationship. That's over 2 decades. And here you coming here with your 1 year and swear you know what I'm saying? Swear you just that one. You know what I'm saying? This you his first like outside relationship past Remy. Like, no, he ain't even got to test the waters. Like Remy testing the waters, you know what I'm saying? But I don't think you're it. Do I think he likes her? I do. I think Papoose likes her a lot and stuff like that. But he ain't in love with her like she is with him. I can say that. And that you can look at that and tell that. She looks like she's a crier. Everything bothers her. I'm not sure, but she looks like she's a whiner. She gives off a whiner, cries about anything. If Remy say something about her and stuff like that, because I'm looking at the diss songs and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And all this old weird shit, like, I'm going to just look at you like, girl, you just mad because you ain't got him, like, you should have, you know what I'm saying? You shouldn't have cheated. That's how I'm gonna go in the relationship so silent. Cause I'm not bothered. But you're bothered. That's why anytime Remy do something, she goes and does that. And it's okay, Daydream. Remy doesn't care. She said, Miss Beak, okay, say that. Men's definitely be looking. It's okay for us to look too. Oh yeah, they definitely look. Let me tell y'all something. If y'all think y'all man ain't on these social medias and going through these women's, and these women ain't sending your husband or your man titty pics and put girl, let me be quiet. But yeah, I don't think she fucking with 50 Cent for sure. It's crazy. It's crazy. Let me see what you said. My hands was wet. Sorry, guys. She said, if him and Remy get together, she is going to still keep her side dude and other... You think so? I don't think so. I don't know, Chandra. I don't know. She might. She might. But I think people are telling Clarissa for the good of her. I don't think nobody's on no hating shit and stuff. It's just what's being presented to the world and stuff. And I ain't talking about Papoose because I actually like Papoose and stuff. I just wish the women would love themselves a little more and open their eyes to what's going on and what's being presented to them. Oh, he got the boot. Oh, he got the boot already? Okay, Remy. What's going on? See what I'm saying? He done got the boot already. Clarissa, you making Remy throw out the... You know what I'm saying? See, you got to shut your mouth. You all on the Breakfast Club. But she got a man too. That ain't what he said. He said he thought they was going to last forever in his Keith Sweat voice. That's what he said. He said he thought they was going to make it last forever. Forever, ever, forever, ever. That's what he said. You done snapped off and shit. I said, where her team at? They was supposed to be like, girl, be quiet. Let him have it. And when Papoose said you was his best friend, if I was your best friend, I want you around all the time. I said, oh wait, leave him alone. Leave him alone the quickest and the fastest, baby. Go on home. Go on there. Go on there. Go on there. But she said, make it last forever. Oh well, already. Yes, that was the word on the card. Miss Parker, you have made me hungry. I'm gonna make me some sound. That sound good, Miss Beak, right there. I gotta look up her and see if I got me some salmon. I'll make some salmon later on this week. That's my shit. Hell, salmon about $10 a can. Can't afford these dollars. I'm about to go catch me a salmon at the pond over there. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all gonna be seeing me on the news down here in Charlotte. Ma'am, this is just for environmental recreation. You can't fish in here. I'm gonna say, girl, go on. Salmon sitting over at $10 a can. Y'all, I don't see some salmon in here in this pond. You better go on. Sorry, y'all. Y'all let my ribs marinate for at least 12 hours in the crock pot. I got you. That's any meat I make. I put it in the crock pot before I put it in the oven. My shit got to be tender. And then I fuck with it. But other than that, y'all, Alright, y'all. I'm done for a second. I've been keeping up with a lot, but yeah, it seemed like he was only good for a good time. What he the music deal. So the cousin said about the music deal and stuff. What they got a music deal for with a boxer. Right? And is that a bad thing with Clarissa? Is that a bad movie, I think, with Clarissa? Signing up, cause what do she sign? Oh, they clowning the boy that Remy fucked with Capricorn. They been clowning him. I heard about the diss track she made about Remy, child. That's why I said, if Remy, all of this, y'all, let her do her thing. Like, I ain't gonna respond to you. And I got him. You get what I'm saying? I got him, so why would I respond to you? Why would I even respond to you? Yeah, she made a song, Annie. She made a song. Oh, he did an interview. They really got Papoose doing interviews. Let me find the one about the disability check. Because that was interesting.
We talk about this. Now, let me just...
Tasha K a fool.
I think she on the spectrum. You know, Papoose still married, right? He ain't got no money to divorce his wife. He ain't got no money to give his wife in the divorce. Okay, he got Clarissa's money. Remember, Reservoir came out and told it all. So I've been asking him to get out of my house. So he moved in with Clarissa, driving Clarissa cars.
Wait a minute. Tasha K say, wait, because Tasha K say that he don't got the money to divorce Remy. So could that be why they signed Clarissa? To bring in some revenue and some money? Yeah. She would. She would lose in court because she cheated first. Yeah. She's arguing with Taseki online. She running behind a married man trying to be a rapper making diss track. Who arguing with Taseki, Capricorn? Who, Capricorn, who is arguing with Taseki? I know you lied. Tasha K said you ride around in, you driving Clarissa's car. You living with Clarissa. Which makes sense of why Remy said you gotta come get your shit. Hey, Lisa. Remy said that she doesn't want anything from Pap and she will pay for the divorce. All he has to do is wait a minute, China. Wait a minute. So basically, why Pap ain't signed them papers? Now let's start there. Let's start there, y'all. Remy said she don't want nothing from Pap. And she will pay for the divorce. All he have to do is sign the papers. Girl, go on trying to fight Taseki, girl. Find you something to do, girl. Right, Annie. He in love with her. Remy said Pap is a taker. I see. I see. But let me let Tasha K finish, baby, because I love me some Tasha K. Go ahead, Tasha.
Clarissa is out here doing interviews saying her and Papoose are about to have a baby next year. I said, how you gonna have a baby? Listen, Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, you see your following? See, this is Dr. Cheyenne Bryan's following right here. This shit. I'm gonna have me a baby this year. It's like Dr. Cheyenne Bryan. Well, by who? First come marriage, then come the baby. Right? Ain't that?
That's what I thought, Tasha K. That's what I thought, Tosh. I thought first come marriage and then the baby. You don't want the nuptials? You don't want the forever? She said, I started with Tasha K and found others. I love Tasha K. That part because a few months back, she flat out said she already signed them. They waiting on his signature. Okay, Capricorn, how you doing? Okay. After so long, you don't need a signature from a spouse. Go get your divorce if you really want it. It's like, are they playing a cat and mouse game, China? Do y'all think that they playing a cat and mouse game with each other? Because Clarissa, baby, have several seats in the boxing gym. Have several seats. Don't get in the ring. Don't put no gloves on. Please have several seats and listen to what the fuck you're saying. Hey, Cupcakes, baby. Good morning. Happy Monday. You ready to have a baby next year by a man who's running away from putting his signature on the dotted line. Capricorn, she would. That's how you know Capricorn, it further solidifies that he ain't trying to get that divorced out. She said, depending on the state, you don't need a signature, but that takes way too long. Cause my thing is, even I know she would pay for it just to say he's hers. Just to say she paid, you know what I'm saying? Just to say she's hers. Now, whether he would allow it or not, but I know she would. What I'm saying to y'all is, why he ain't got it? They just want your signature, fam. You sign your signature on record deals for Clarissa. Hello, Remy don't love him. You love how you love someone that don't love and respect you back. But Chandra, we really don't know what was going on in their relationship. We don't know. We really don't know because she cheated. We don't know if it was arguments constantly in the house. Here in Maryland, you have to be legally separated for a year before you can begin the divorce process. Yes. Now, you know I'm biased Clarissa from Flint, like me. Cupcakes, man, you and T Lady need to go on. It's just facts. We women at the end of the day. I don't give a damn what state you're from. We are women, Cupcakes. And we are women who, you know what I'm saying? If I want forever with a man and I see a future with him, I'm willing to wait until he gets a divorce Cause you ain't his woman, Cupcake. We gotta understand she's nothing to this man because he's married. She's not his girlfriend again or anything. She's just somebody he's laying up with. Who is a Capricorn? She's his best friend. Yeah, I know. I just hate how the internet don't give her grace, even down to her it's fashion choice. But you know what I'm saying? It is a fashion. But Cupcake, this my thing. We ain't got to prove nothing. We ain't got to prove nothing to America. If your family say it ain't your real hair, even if your fan, somebody come out on another side and say it ain't your real hair, y'all think I'm gonna take my braids down? Y'all think I'm gonna take my lace front out? Y'all think I'm gonna take a quick weave out of my head and cam up and show y'all a fuck thing? Yeah, she said the red flags are flagging for crew. Clarissa's what I'm saying. He put a tracking device on whose car, Chandra? The Remy's Clarissa's. See, I don't like that. See, that's what I'm saying. If he's doing shit like that, if you talking about Clarissa, if he's doing shit like that, that's the shit I'm talking about with a man. That causes problems even in a marriage. Like, you know what I'm saying? It causes separation, division, your trust issues. You know what I'm saying? I know she came for nothing, and I know how it is, but she needs to move better. I agree. She do. He Cupcake, he is. It's been too many years, doc, invested. That's what people don't understand. Regardless if y'all don't think Remy love him back or nothing, that's too many years invested. See what I'm saying, Chandra? I don't want no relationship like that. Even if we marry, don't put no track in the bike. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if y'all trust each other enough to be in a relationship, going into the marriage, we ain't got to be in each other's phones and definitely no tracking devices. You know what I'm saying? At this point, shit, we can just screw around. Come on, Cupcakes. That's what I said. He did a whole damn, what was it, 20 piece? What was Remy gone for about 20, 15, 20 years? Shit, you can't tell me he don't love her. You can't tell me today that he don't fucks with her, dog. You can't tell me that. Nobody can. She did 8 years. I thought it was longer than 8 years, Cap. You sure? Putting devices on the car. I was 8 years. Okay, I thought it was long. I thought she was gone longer than that. Yeah, Cupcakes. Yes. And I think with them doing all these talk shows together, Love and Hip Hop, and everything they was doing, I think it was just a lot of togetherness. And not saying, when I say I want to spend the rest of my life with a man, it ain't saying I don't want to spend the rest of my life, but every day when we wake up together, like I said, we still need our me time. And you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be times where, like, we see Papoose, he in the studio with Remy. We see him everywhere with Remy. Like, give her space. Everybody needs space. That's how he called her. He knew it was happening. Just couldn't pinpoint who till he tracked her. Yeah, she was supposed to get 10 to 15, but they got her 8. She can okay. That's what it was. Okay. I knew she had a bid. 7 winners and 6 summers. Chandra done counted it down to the season. Chandra done said 7 winners and 6 summers. 8 is long. I couldn't wait more than a year. I can do a couple of years. I did a couple of years. I did. But I be telling my kids that too. Like, now, would I do it now? No. For my husband, yes. For my husband, yeah. But not just somebody I'm laying up with. I'm not doing. You gotta think, that's a long time. You know, if they got anything over 5 years, that's a long. You really got to sit down and contemplate your life. Clarissa had a good man from our hometown. who was her trainer. I don't know what happened. When they talked about that, they said that it was his name Tony because they said Tony fucked with the cousin Shalandra, allegedly. Right? Look at Whitney and Bobby. They had years, but they divorced, moved on. If you don't be done, divorce. Can't keep saying this, Remy. If he wanted to get a divorce, he would have got it done. Absolutely, Lady Mysterious. I did a couple of years before, but it was not worth it in the end. It wasn't, Capricorn. Look where I am. I moved on. You know what I'm saying? I moved on. Erica said 6. She said, what? Yeah, so yeah, Capricorn, I played that earlier. I mean, Cupcakes, I'm gonna play it again. I'll play it again. But let's finish this what Tasha K said about it.
So, then first come marriage, then come the baby, and the baby carriage. He's already married. What if Papoose decides to rekindle things with his wife? People don't really understand how deep relationships go. I know.
Let's go, Tasha.
My mama and daddy were married for 20 years and refused to divorce. And you know why? They used to cuss each other out and then sneak out to the back room every time we had family get-togethers and come out fighting again.
Mm-hmm.
The energy. When you spend energy, put energy into somebody, whether it's negative or positive energy, there's a connection. And then there's a relief. Papoose loved that woman. That's why he let her cheat in peace.
You heard me?
That's why he let Remy cheat in peace.
Let's go. Tasha K said he loved that woman. That's why he let her cheat in peace. You heard me? She said that's why he let her cheat in peace. Bobby and Whitney wasn't right after the divorce. They really loved each other, even though it was they did, Jazzy. They did. Ashandra, the cousin said Tony. Now whoever Tony was I don't know, y'all. Don't get me lying about it. You know, swear.
By default, that's why Remy was able to extract Papoose's phone and see Clarissa begging for Papoose to answer and tell her where he was. And he couldn't because he was with his wife. And how did his...
Wait a minute. I forgot about that. Remy showed that you was begging to know where he was. And he was with Remy. Y'all, he was with Remy. Why you begging to know where your man is? He's with the wife. Baby, let me tell you something. He her first. Papoose is definitely I don't know what it is about Papoose. He ain't her first boyfriend. But he the first something. I don't know if she think because maybe he's the first celebrity. You know what I'm saying? She ever dated. He got a name for himself out there. So she feel like, wait a minute. Cause, oh, baby. I heard about Remy showing her some text or something, but I couldn't, say. She left her man for Papoose. See? You know what I'm saying? I thought she was still with him when she got with Papoose. Wait a minute. What? This is crazy. So Capricorn, are you aware that Remy showed messages of Clarissa begging to know where you at? Papoose, where are you? My man. Please tell me where you at. Heck, I didn't know nothing about Clarissa till she stepped out with Pap. Just saying. Baby, I got to find that.
Why Remy get the messages to use against you on social media? Because he loved that woman. He trusts that woman. He trusted her even after she went and got a off-brand Papoose.
Not off-brand. Tasha K, stop that.
And now you out here parading him around. He's only doing it to make her mad. You're not the only one. look very awkward and just odd out here in these press conferences with him, paying him as your hype man. He's relevant again now. Because Love and Hip Hop is over. Got his hair transplant and just got the hair. This guy's crazy. He don't know how to act because he got some hair now. And she decides to debut not only an interview talking about I'm about to have a baby next year with Papoose and he's still married. It literally takes 30 days when you ain't got no job or no income to end the marriage. Why he ain't signing them papers yet? Why? She done came out here, y'all, with a tattoo on the titty.
Not a tattoo on the titty.
Everybody was like, why her bra like that? Why it look like that? Why they won't fit? Why her team won't fix her bra? Because she too busy trying to show off that she got this man tattooed on her.
Baby, when you get a bad tattooed on you, it never work. I'm trying to tell
his
you.
baby mama KJ tattooed on his body. KJ ain't got his name on him. That's how it's supposed to go. Sorry, y'all. That was a little too much wine right there. Sorry. Sorry. My bad, y'all. My bad. Let me stay on topic. But I'm just saying, like, this is the whole reason because she was trying to show y'all that she had a tattoo of somebody else's husband on her. Okay, girl. Okay, this Dr. Cheyenne Bryant followers.
Tasha fool.
I have a baby when I'm ready. Well, what about the marriage? Well, I'm ready. Imagine discussing who last name your baby gonna take because you ain't married. It's an automatic given. Show daddy.
Oh, Tasha K, you ain't told nothing but the truth. She ain't said nothing but the truth. Man, Tasha K, you are on point with this one. So he didn't even know she had a tattoo. And Lisa said, I hope this don't turn into obsessive behavior and turn into abuse. Remy texted her and all she went off on Remy. And that's when she exposed the text. She told Pap to check her and said he said he wasn't going to, and Remy let the clip off.
So after I did my video this morning, I was so excited to get up and just spit it out. There was one two key details that I got wrong. First of all, I put Clarissa. Let me put some respect on Clarissa. I am not a sports girl at all. I don't even pretend to watch.
I don't know what that one is. Let me see. Here it is. This is the one about the cousin.
Clarissa was engaged. Did you know the fiance?
Which fiance?
The one she bought the car for.
Tony?
Yeah.
The one that was in a relationship with my cousin Sharanda before they got together? And she was in a relationship with a whole nother person?
I didn't know it was that Tony. Well, tell us about Tony. I didn't know.
Oh.
So she said before Clarissa got engaged to Tony, she was engaged to another guy, and Tony was messing with the cousin Sharanda.
Yeah, Tony was in a relationship with my cousin Sharanda.
And she took Tony from Sharanda?
And she was still in a relationship with her last nigga. How your personal trainer end up being your nigga?
Clarissa was engaged.
It's too much. Hold on. Let me make sure this is muted. Oh, this is the cousin, y'all. Here we go.
I found the cousin that Clarissa Shields spoke on like a week or so ago after her sister had put up a GoFundMe and pissed her off. Now, I want you guys to check out this clip, but before we do that, I want
Hold on, y'all.
just doing a social experiment. Sorry, that's why she put the GoFundMe up. But then she went on her social media page, her sister that is, and she said this. The post read, I made that GoFundMe not because I'm not getting any help from my sister. Trust, she going overboard for me. I just decided to take that leap of faith and put it on the line. I just wanted to contribute to help myself. I didn't give a F who would laugh. Hell, they laughed at Jesus. Y'all MFers cruel, for real.
So the sister said, I made that GoFundMe not because I'm not getting any help from my sister. Trust, she's going overboard for me. I just decided to take a leap of faith and put it on the line. I just wanted to contribute to help myself. I don't give a fuck who would laugh. Hell, they laughed at Jesus. Y'all motherfuckers cruel, for real. So you would get on her. This is the sister. So if she's going overboard and taking care of you, why would you take from innocent people? And you know that it's so many other people in the world that need it. You get what I'm saying?
Now, this is making me think, could Clarissa Shields' sister be lying to her to save face? Because if Clarissa has had trouble with this cousin in the past, it will be easy to kind of throw that on the cousin, right? Check out what the cousin had to say. She took to her page after hearing what Clarissa had to say, and she said this. Okay, the caption read, one thing about it, you cannot convince or persuade my little sister to do nothing she ain't already thought about or was going to do already. This what you got to know about me. For real. I don't give a F if they call this sister for help. I'm going to help because that's what I've been doing. That's what I do. And that's my responsibility as an elder to y'all. She tagged Tasha K, Lagisha Dean, Clarissa. A rock was thrown at me and I caught it in midair. Now you mad because you can't hide your hand. And then she hashtagged a bunch of stuff for Clarissa Shields. Now check out what she says in this video.
I'm gonna make this real short and simple. First of all, Clarissa, I never convinced Bree to make a GoFundMe. Okay? She called me because she had an idea, because she needed a little bit more support from her supporters, because she didn't want to take a burden off of you. Okay? But it's funny to me that when you did your interview about me, all you kept talking about is how I was trying to make you look bad. So, are you worried about the family? Did you really move Brianna and her kids down there because you really concerned and worried, or is it about protecting your image? Is it really? Because when I listened to that live you did, it seemed like the only thing you care about is protecting your image from that fake ass $8 million deal that you did. Not actually speaking the truth and actually speaking up for the family and doing right by the family. Real talk. And then it's funny to me that
Hey, Gemini, good morning.
Brianna is down there and so is Peanut, but why are they down there? Why are they down there? How did they get down there, Clarissa? Why are they down there? Yeah, you don't want to speak on that though, do you? Because it's funny to me that you worry more about your image than you is worried about why your sister actually wanted a GoFundMe. What it was for, what actually was she finna do with it. Like, you take this down, it's gonna make me look bad. Make you look bad because she wanted her supporters to support her? Like your supporters support you? No, you want to be the only one in the family getting a bag. But the thing about it is, if anything happened to you, who got money to help bring you back up to the status you at? Nobody, because you have not put anybody in a position to win at all. Like, my cousin called me, my sister called me. They all called me because you always drop the ball. You buy the car, I fix it. You buy the house, I repair the walls, the floor, the pipes, the roof. What are you talking about? Nobody will ever stop talking to me because You got the money to buy the big objects, but then you ignore everybody. And I got the money to take care of what you bought that was already jacked up in order for it to maintain and sustain. That's who I am. That's who I always have been. And I'm never going to stop being that. So you want to talk about 8 years I've been stalking you? If you want to talk about them 8 years, talk about that baby. If you ain't going to talk about that baby, then stop talking about them 8 years. Because for 8 years, you was in a fake relationship with your so-called bestie. Ain't it funny that now that you rap, you don't be around her?
Family drama?
Oh, wait a minute. What baby? Yeah, I gotta get her on the show. And sorry, simple as that. I gotta get her on the show. I just do. Yeah, Erica, y'all heard what she said. I got some questions for her, and she definitely said she would and stuff. She's spilling the tea. Yes, she's spilling the tea, Will. But I'm gonna have her on the show. I want her to bring it. And it's not to tear down Clarissa. It's not. And stuff like that. But sometimes she's right. I agree. Sometimes when we come up in the world, we want to protect our image versus, you know what I'm saying, just standing on 10. And, you know, I want my family to win. For real, I want my family to win. And that's just that on that, you know, and people got to respect that, you know, that I can understand both sides and stuff. But when she said, damn, darn, I missed it. Yeah. So we're going to have her on the show and stuff like that. So get y'all questions ready and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Be respectful because we don't know what's going on with the dynamic of his family. We on the outside looking in. I get we biased in our own ways and stuff. And we feel like family will tear you down. We know that. But at the same time, they got a story to tell too. And I want people to start doing that for real. Letting both sides tell their story. And then you paint your picture from hearing both sides. And that's on that. That's on that. And that's just that simple. You know what I'm saying? But salute to y'all. Thank y'all for pulling up with me today. This is where our 2026 is going to be. We are going to get into Fannie Willis down there with charges against her and so much other stuff that's going on. Okay, Clarissa had custody of the cousin's baby. So, And I want to ask some real questions. You know what I'm saying? I just, you know, and it's crazy how money will come and tear up a family. You know what I'm saying? Money will tear up a black family, and it's sad. And I wish we quit doing that. Even in death, money will tear up a family. And stuff like that. But I'm gonna get some cough medicine up in me and come back. I got another live I gotta do. You know what I'm saying? I want to have a conversation with y'all. And I hope you guys stay safe, stay warm. I see Will Illy got a lot of snow and stuff. He said it's snowing. I wanted some snow, but I know New York got plastered with snow. Y'all be safe. It's some storms coming in still for some states and stuff. So y'all make sure y'all got y'all candles, flashlights, bottled water, and stuff like that. And just be safe. You know, be safe. Okay, guys? Happy Monday to each and every one of you guys.